Well, here we are for episode 4.
Ooh, it's almost like we're
Cheers.
like we're doing a thing.
I don't know if you can see this in the thing, but
You heard it.
you might have heard it.
You heard
We
it.
definitely cheers.
Well, let's hear. We'll do it this way.
Okay, let's do it.
Eh?
Sick.
Ow.
Glampire. Bottoms up.
And then I cheersed with my microphone.
God, these are so good.
They are.
I try not to drink them. I thought of you when we went to the grocery store. I was like, I'm going to buy you some.
You're so sweet to me, dude.
Yeah.
For those
Mostly
of you,
because I drink.
because you like them too.
Well,
Henry Weinhardt's vanilla cream. The root beer is also really good, but this is like their version of cream soda.
I do enjoy a good root beer.
I do too. Yeah. So good. My all-time favorite soda though is Dr. Pepper.
Ooh. You know, growing up, mine was
Dr.
Dr. Pepper. I actually really loved Dr. Pepper when I was a kid. And then turned into Pepsi, and then it turned into Coke.
See, mine was root beer first, because everybody knows I grew up Mormon, and Dr. Pepper has caffeine in it, so it was root beer. My dad was allowed to drink Pepsi because it was his favorite, and he didn't give a shit. But the kids
Funny
weren't
how
allowed.
that works, huh?
Yeah, but the kids weren't allowed to have Pepsi because Pepsi has caffeine in it. And being a Mormon, you're not allowed to have caffeine. So, my dad would drink Pepsi, and every once in a while, he would let me like sneak some Pepsi.
Yeah,
and that became my favorite.
Soda is like so good, dude.
It is.
Soda is so good. It's so bad for you.
It's soda good.
It's soda good, but
soda
it's like
good.
just like orgasmic, you know?
It is. There's
It's
not
sexual.
much better than like ice cold Dr. Pepper. It's so good.
I don't know. I don't know what it is about Dr. Pepper that I just can't stand anymore.
Is it the prunes?
No, it has nothing to do with that. I just kind of grew, like, I don't know. The older I got, the less and less I liked it. But it's funny because, like, I hated Coca-Cola when I was a kid. Like, I thought it was so gross. And then now it's, like, the only thing I'll drink. I mean, I haven't drank Coke in months.
Yeah.
But, I mean, true story, I have not had Coke in months.
You're not a big... You try to stay away from, like, dark sodas now, though, don't you?
Well, ever since I went to the doctor and they were like, stay away from dark sodas.
This could shut down your kidneys.
Yeah,
It's not a
my
big
doctor
deal, but...
literally told me, he's like, you got the kidneys of, like, a 50-year-old man. You need to watch what you consume.
Well, poor 50-year-old dude that you took him from.
I know, right?
He's like, here,
you
take
literally have these kidneys.
Yeah,
like,
take
you don't
my
even have
kidneys.
your own kidneys.
you have some 50-year-old dude.
Yeah. Yeah. When you were born, you see what had happened was. So, yeah.
What had happened was...
So he said, don't drink dark sodas, don't drink or consume anything that has like red food dyes in it. He said these are
That's
really
weird.
really hard on your kidneys.
I was going to say, it has to be.
His words were, see, your kidneys are kind of a lazy guy. He says your liver, when you drink a lot, you can abuse your liver and it'll kind of like bounce back.
Yeah.
But he says your kidneys are not that way. He said when your kidneys kind of go downhill, they just stay downhill. Like they don't.
They just don't bounce back.
Yeah, that's pretty much what he said. He said your kidneys are kind of lazy little guys. Like when they do that, they just stay there. So
I wonder what my kidneys look like.
So if you don't take care of them, you know, you spend your life on like dialysis and stuff like that, and because your kidneys can't filter your blood. That sucks.
Should probably go get checked out. I don't go to the doctor for
I would
anything.
recommend it. I would recommend it.
I don't go to the doctor for anything.
Yeah.
I could be bleeding out of my eyeballs, and I would just be like, I'm going to take some ibuprofen. I'll be fine in a couple of days.
Well, do you remember that time that you were bleeding out of your eyeballs, and I said you should probably go to the doctor?
Yeah, and I said, no, I'll be
fine.
fine in a couple of days. Took some ibuprofen.
Yeah. That's exactly what happened. Which apparently that's bad for your kidneys, too.
Ibuprofen? If you take a lot of it, it is. I mean, it's hard for your kidneys to process, but...
Well, a lot of anything is bad.
Yeah. I mean, too much air is bad.
Yeah.
You could die from too much air.
Or
too
water.
much oxygen. Or yeah, it's called drowning. Imagine that.
Yeah.
Don't drink too much water too fast.
How about too many
You'll
booty
die.
calls?
A what?
Too many booty calls.
I mean, I don't know how that would be bad, but
Yeah, I never died from that.
this
I've
week on...
gotten a little bit of trouble, but
Yeah. I mean, I'm sure anybody... I mean... Come on. Anybody could get into trouble with too many booty calls.
yeah,
But,
which is crazy.
Yeah.
Shouldn't get in trouble for it.
I mean... You do your thing, dude.
You know.
Do what you do.
Yeah.
When you do that voodoo that you do so well.
There's a lot of doo-doo in
And
voodoo.
sex.
Sex. Oh,
Hyde does sex.
Sometimes.
Sometimes.
Did you know
Oh, Jesus. Here we go.
that when a bee has sex, the male's testicles actually explode and his genitals fall off inside of the female bee? So that way, other competitor bees can't impregnate her. So he blows up his genitals.
I was under the impression that the only female bees that have sex are the queens.
Well, now you know.
So bees just, when they orgasm, they just
Dude,
explode.
their nuts just explode. And
good for them,
his
dude.
little dingus falls right off.
But they
inside
die,
her,
though, don't
and
they?
it blocks, yeah.
And they, like, immediately after?
Done. Dead.
Damn,
That's
dude.
a doornail, man.
I mean, I wouldn't want to live for very much longer after that situation happened.
Yeah. But
you know?
the more you know.
The more you know.
This is becoming a very educational
you
thing
know.
for you.
Well, yeah, dude. I mean, you always give me new, insightful information every time we do one of these.
About animals. It's just weird. It should have been like a zoologist.
Maybe.
Yeah. I mean, we've learned about koalas.
And eating shit.
And, well, it's fecal pap. but
Ancestrally eating ass.
yeah. Then we learned about...
Did you just...
Nah.
The barking spider?
And then we learned
School
about... What
bus
was the
full of
second one?
elephants?
What was the second one?
The did you know?
Yeah.
There's fecal pap. Last episode was
I don't even remember.
the fly orgies lasting 20 minutes.
yes, fly orgies because they're fly on your meat or something.
Yep.
Yeah.
And then
now bees.
Now
exploding
bees
the exploding balls of bees.
yeah. I actually read somewhere that there was, because of a heat wave, that bees were actually like orgasming to death. That it was like forcing bees to like explode.
Lucky.
I know, right? Could you imagine going out that way? Like just
Be a good
one
way to go
final send off. You're just and dead.
One more time.
Dead. You just explode. Just
I am so editing that into like
a clip.
that just goes over and over again.
Yeah.
The Tobey Maguire on
A
the
little loop.
Yeah. It's gonna
Him
be
holding the train back.
It's gonna be my ringtone.
There you go. For me specifically, though.
Yeah.
I dropped a bottle cap.
You did. Hold on.
Here's your bottle cap, sir. You son of a bitch. No, you don't get this back.
Wow.
You've lost your bottle cap privileges.
One mistake. I made one
No,
mistake.
you did it twice.
The
Yeah.
first time was to
Nope.
go along with what you did. Here, just give me another chance.
No.
Just one more chance.
No.
Just one more chance. Why
Negative.
Why would I lie to you?
For comedic value?
Just give me one more chance. I need to put it back on here so flies don't have an orgy in my soda pop. You know, people call it soda pop.
You fuck. Oh, damn, I almost had it. Pick it up.
Nah, I don't want it.
Pick it up.
Nah, I don't want it.
All right.
Okay.
On this episode of
Hyde does things.
2 Vamps, 1 Jerry, we've decided that that's what we're calling this.
Yeah,
It's 2 Vamps, 1 Jerry. And Jerry is...
Our producer.
Yeah, you guys will never see Jerry. Jerry is...
He's a masked man
there.
behind the camera.
Yep.
You'll never even hear him either.
Nope. He's a mute, actually. I don't know if you knew that.
He is a mute.
He was born without a tongue.
He's a blind, too.
He's a blind?
He's a mute, and he's a blind.
That's not...
He's a mute, and he's a blind.
Hey! I don't know if you guys know this or not, but
Jerry eats cloacas.
Jerry does eat cloacas. Bird cloacas, mostly.
Specifically.
Yes.
Yeah.
But also, little known fact about Hyde.
That's me.
This guy doesn't like movies.
I don't like movies.
He's too fucking good for movies.
That's actually inaccurate. False news.
What is it then?
I do like movies.
You
I
just don't watch
them.
movies.
Here's my thing. It's like, why am I going to watch a movie?
Okay, what else do you do?
Work. If I've got time to sit down and watch a movie, I got time to work.
Whatever, dude. I don't believe you.
This house didn't come from sitting down and watching movies.
If you were a movie critic, it would.
Well, I'm not.
You're not. But
I'm
you
like,
could
this
have been.
movie sucks.
You could have been. That's all you do.
Yeah, I'm just like, this movie
movie's
sucks.
good. This movie
I
sucks.
watch a movie in complete silence for an hour and a half, and at the very end of it, when the credits roll, I'm like, this movie sucks.
Yeah.
Every movie.
Hi, Tato.
Every movie. Even the movies that are rated to be like the best movies ever. Like, what's like one of the top?
Citizen Kane.
I've never even heard of it. What about Passion of the Christ? Like, that was like a huge movie. I'm like, this movie just sucks.
Yeah. I would bet.
Except The Last Samurai. That was a great movie.
I would bet that you could get away with doing a YouTube series on that. Like, it would just be like, you would have to do like snippets, obviously, because you're not going to like YouTube the entire fucking video. But you could break it down to like 30 seconds. It just like flashes through the movie. And then at the very end, you just look at the camera. This movie sucked.
Well, it's funny that you say that because it's been brought to my attention multiple times recently to do like reaction type videos. And I'm like, I never really knew how to do that kind of stuff. Like, I don't know that I want to do that kind of stuff. But that's kind of up the same alley, though.
It is. I think you would... The issue that I've had with trying to do reaction videos is you either have to watch it beforehand to know what you're reacting to, because you can't just like pick a random video on YouTube.
I think it kind of depends. I mean, you could, because like if you're doing like reactions where... If you're doing reactions where it's just like a blind react, like I'm going to stop and kind of like this impresses me or this sucks to me and I'm going to tell you why, sure, you could do that. Like I could be watching a movie and be like, okay, I really hated that guitar riff in this music video or something like that. You know what I mean? Like, or I really loved it or whatever.
See, but for music and musicians, that would be one thing. But
right, you have to kind of have a little bit of a knowledge of what you're talking about, which is why I did
it was my turn to burp.
Well, I couldn't hold that one in. And I let him go from both ends of this one.
I am so fucking sick of this shit, dude. What's the point of me even being here?
I gotta pick up my thing.
But what I was saying is that how do you blind react something that's supposed to be funny? Like, how do you know that it's going to be funny in order for you to blind react to it if you don't watch it beforehand?
Well, where's the funny coming from? Why does it have to be funny?
No, I'm just saying, like, okay, what am I going to fucking blind react to? It would have to be.
I think it depends on what your niche is.
That's like my content.
Well, no, not necessarily, because like there's these hip hop guys on YouTube that react to nothing but metal music. They've never listened to the stuff.
Okay, so am I gonna? Maybe I'll react to rap music.
Well, see, that's
like
the thing is like
fancy.
So Abel and I were talking about this the other day, and he's like, "Dude, I think it'd be really cool if you did like reactions to country music." And I'm like, "Oh God."
Ugh, could you imagine listening to country music
No.
out of choice?
Yeah. See. But would that be entertaining? Would people enjoy watching me do stuff like that? Maybe.
Probably.
And could it be?
You're a likable guy.
Nah.
Look at you.
Nah.
Look at you.
I'll wear a cowboy hat on like every third episode.
But it has to be black.
No, dude.
No, it has to be black. You have to goth it up. You have to y'alternative.
Alternative? Yeah. We'll see.
This fucking guy. He thinks he's gonna wear like a tan cowboy hat, like a standard
Yeah.
white cowboy hat. Okay, you gonna put boots and spurs on too? You fucking yeehaw.
I mean, I do wear boots, so all I'm missing is the
Spurs?
Spurs. Yeah. So I mean,
This
not
fucking guy.
not too
I can't
far
believe
off.
you.
Yeah.
I can't believe you.
Well, believe it, Buster.
Buster Rhymes.
That was
Buster
almost.
Hyman.
Yeah, I was gonna say that was almost my Steel Panther name.
Buster Cherry.
Buster Cherry or Buster Hyman. Yeah.
Yeah.
Those are the two.
How long do you think Buster could go for? Like, what would
It's
Buster's
been going for about 20 years so far.
continuous?
I don't know what you're talking about, to be honest.
I meant like in one sexual encounter. Like, what's Buster's stamina?
Who are we talking about?
The character of Buster Cherry.
Oh, okay. What about him?
What do you think his stamina would be?
Infinite.
In a infinite? He just constantly have sex.
I mean, my record's 31 right now.
31 minutes?
No.
Hours?
No.
Years?
No. Oreos.
Just something that has absolutely nothing to do with what we were talking about. I've eaten
I mean, it does. That's code word.
Oh, I see what you. Yeah. The wheels were turning.
Yeah, they were.
The hamster
Yeah,
was
they
like
were-
sitting there sunbathing. He was like, "I'm taking a break for now. Hold on, give me a second."
Dude, your hamster wheels were all rusty there.
Oh man, good for you.
So Buster Cherry, yeah.
Good for you.
Thanks, man. I was pretty proud of that one. That was an accomplishment.
I learned.
I did skip the gym that day.
I learned the other day that on average, the average Asian man can have sex for about 2 minutes, which is interesting because I didn't think I was Asian.
Yeah. Makes sense.
Yeah. I mean,
checks out.
Whoosh. I must be real Asian.
But then that just means that there's an excuse for you. And you don't need to feel bad about it anymore.
I mean, I thought I was doing a good thing, but now you're informing me that.
Listen, I didn't say that lasted longer than 2 minutes.
No, you just said that I don't have to feel bad because now I have an excuse. So I was under the impression that I was doing well.
Right.
But so thank you for shattering that illusion. Thank you so much.
Well,
you're a very sweet man, and I appreciate it.
You know I love you.
I know you love me.
It's I was gonna say constructive criticism, but that's not the word. It's tough love, you know, like brutal honesty, dude. You gave me this.
You gave me a cream soda.
What do you want me to do?
Come here, Tater. Come on. Get up here, you fuzz.
What the fuzz? There's the Tato boy.
This is a cat.
This is a cat.
Did you just meow into the microphone on cue? Perfect, dude. Perfect. Meow. Oh. Good, dude.
Oh, yeah, you're going to have cat hair all over you. Give me, buddy.
I need a lint roller. Stat. I don't know how you do it, dude. I couldn't. I would have to have a cat that was the same color as all of my clothing.
Black.
Yes. Ugh.
You know, when you love them, you love them.
True. Why don't we shave him?
No.
Whatever, dude. Fucking sick of this. You always turn down my ideas.
That's not true. You had that. No, never mind. We won't talk about that.
I don't even know what you're talking about.
I don't either. More often than not, I don't even know what I'm talking about. I just kind of talk.
Half the time, I don't know what the fuck I'm talking about.
So,
name that movie. You wouldn't know. Never mind.
The Ballad of Buster Scruggs.
No.
The Ballad of Buster Cherry.
No, you've got.
I need to create that.
You should.
I should.
You've got the B right.
Okay.
You know what you could do?
Babylon.
No, it's Billy Madison.
Billy Madison.
There you go.
See, I knew.
Hey. What you could do though, that would be a really funny YouTube short.
What?
The Ballad of Buster Cherry.
Yeah.
And then make like a whole backstory, like rise to fame backstory for Buster Cherry.
Should we create it?
Kind of like The Dirt, but do it for Buster Cherry.
Yeah. And a lot less of a budget.
Well, yeah.
Yeah.
But
Buster Cherry.
Yes. That'd be good though. That'd be good. I'd watch that.
Would you?
I would.
Appreciate that. Maybe you'll be my biggest fan.
I'm always your biggest fan.
Oh, I need to
Aside
get some
from Tater.
I need to get some
Tater.
spandex. Yeah, he's a good boy.
Look at him.
Give me kisses. Hey.
He just wants to rub his face on shit. All right. Well, now that Hyde is making out with his cat, what the fuck was that?
What?
You okay?
What are you talking about?
Are you all right?
What are you hearing?
It's making noises.
You doing drugs again?
Probably not.
Probably not. Let me think about it.
Yeah.
There's a
I got your
possibility.
I was gonna say something and I don't remember it now.
What were we gonna say?
Dude, if I could remember, I would say it. All right, go on. Fucking. It's weird that now he's like social and just like out and about and doing his thing.
What do you mean? Why is that weird?
I mean, he's never like this.
Oh.
But now all of a sudden he's like down.
Yeah.
When we're filming and stuff.
Ah, got you.
Doing his thing.
Yeah, he kind of likes being around while you're filming. He just doesn't typically like being around like on the camera. He's got this thing about being on camera. It's really strange.
He's camera shy.
He is. It's super odd. Now he's just going to play with things on the ground.
There you go.
Oh.
Enjoy, cat.
Where's that?
So what's in the pipeline? What's next on the agenda
the
for
agenda?
For Bokuwahyde, the Bojenda.
Honestly, right now, just continuing to build that community. I mean, we're trying to. I need to find a way to promote that sanctuary thing that I was pushing.
Mm-hmm.
I think that's such a cool.
I think what we should do is find a local one somewhere to California that we can go to and film some content. I think that would be. You okay over there? What are you doing?
This is interesting to me. It's just like the mechanics.
Every time you mess with that, it spikes the audio. Maybe not.
No, I think you're wrong.
Anyway, I think we should find like a bat sanctuary somewhere and go film some content for it.
Yeah, we could. Might be a good way to push it.
There you go.
But I think it's such a cool like idea and a good cause. You know
well,
what I mean?
We could do some sort of collaboration with that bat sanctuary. We just got to find one that we can get to.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah, my the guy that I was telling you about wants to actually take me out to Romania to do one out there.
Well, if you need a boom handler or somebody to film behind the scenes stuff, let me know.
Sounds good. So we'll see what happens. It's going to be a start. The first thing though is just going to be to get the community presence. You know what I mean? Like it's going to be one of those things where I've got to see like the community itself on Instagram and TikTok and all that stuff, pushing it out there to see what kind of organic growth we can reach. You know, and
well, for those of you who don't know what he's talking about, why don't you give him a little spiel about it?
So right now we are we're setting milestones on the Patreon. And once we hit each one of those milestones, we're going to be taking a percentage of the income that comes in from the Patreon and be donating this to different sanctuaries and charities for bats around the world. Since the name Baby Bats came to our patrons, we decided that it would be a really cool cause to take some of the money and support and turn around and actually help real baby bats around the world by donating to these sanctuaries and stuff like that. So basically right now what it is we're just trying to get the word out, get as many patrons as we can to join us. The more patrons we get, the more money we send out to these places around the world. And then I'll travel out there and film videos behind the scenes. That way, those of you guys who are actually on the Patreon, you guys will get to see how your money is directly going to support those different sanctuaries, charities, and research programs and whatnot.
That's pretty sick.
I think it's pretty
Giving
cool.
back to the bat community.
Yeah, I thought it'd be a cool little idea, and it provides me with the opportunity to travel and create even more content for those who are there, and give them a little something kind of special. And the other cool thing about that too is like if we're in your area, maybe we meet up and do something, and you can come be part of it with us, or I don't know. Well, I mean, we'll play that by ear, but
that'd be sick.
Yeah, it would be really fun.
What's the? I mean, I know where we were for that last show. There's a lot of bats and stuff up there.
Where? Sonora?
Yeah.
Oh. Yeah,
kind of like up in the mountains in the woods and stuff.
Yeah. So Sonora, California. Sonora is actually a really cool town. A lot of history there. Columbia and Sonora. A lot of like gold mining history and stuff.
Oh, really?
Oh, yeah. It actually reminds me a lot of Manitou.
Well, we didn't really go into.
No, but it had like that same kind of like old school country vibe. As a matter of fact, a lot of people will go up to Columbia and they'll take like those old school photos where they're dressed up in.
Oh yeah,
you know
like the period specific ones.
Yeah.
I always wanted to do one of those, but as Jack the Ripper.
Got you. Do it. Or don't. I mean, whatever.
I would say that would be a good place to film some shit. I think you just need to get out to one of these places. And unfortunately, I think the first trip that you do is gonna have to be like out of pocket just to kind of get the wheels rolling and stuff.
Oh, for sure. Which is like that's not a problem. It's just about doing it correctly, you know.
Yeah,
just doing stuff right.
Yeah.
So
get it right, get it tight.
Get it tight.
Yep. I don't know what that song's about, but I'm gonna implement that.
It's about getting it right and
a little bit,
getting it right
and getting it tight.
Yeah,
you know,
that's.
Well, because you don't want to get it wrong and loose.
Right.
That sounds very sexual.
Yeah.
And we're back to.
So did you know bees?
Did you know that when bees orgasm, their junk falls off?
When they bust a nut, they really bust a nut.
Yeah, they explode.
Yeah.
In orgasmic.
Wow, that was a missed
desire.
opportunity. I should have said that the first time.
What?
When a bee busts a nut, they bust a nut. I mean, they literally bust that thing right off.
Yeah. Yep.
Yeah, it just explodes.
Yeah.
Damn.
That's unfortunate.
I would hate to be a B2.
A B2?
A B2. Like an R2B2.
R2B2?
Yeah.
What
It's
about
just, it's just R2D2 dressed in a...
just painted yellow and black?
yeah, wearing B wings.
And like the little antenna?
Yeah, making a beeline. You know?
Yeah. What's a beeline?
Just going really fast in one direction.
There you go. Straight line. Bees don't really fly in straight lines, though, do they?
I don't know.
I wonder where that term came from.
A beeline?
Yeah.
Well, it's not like a B-E-E line. It's just a beeline.
Like the letter B.
Correct. It's not
Okay,
like
but the letter B is not straight.
That's very rude for you to assume that.
The sexual orientation of the letter B?
Yeah, dude. How can you assume that? You don't know. Have you ever asked?
You're right, I don't.
So
I don't
look
know.
It's the 4th episode. You're going to get us canceled.
I might. Let's see.
Rude.
Look at the kiwi. Shut up, dude. Where? What is...
Listen, we're filming a podcast.
I
This
know,
is
I'm
not
sorry.
TikTok time.
I'm not trying to be on TikTok.
Rude.
Let's see. Where did the term beeline come from? Thank you for copying what I'm saying.
I mean, I didn't really copy it.
The origin
Of the term beeline comes from the Latin.
Okay. Beeline, another name for a Massachusetts suburb of Brooklyn.
Nope.
That's not right.
Alexa, where did the term beeline come from? Well, there you have it.
What is a beeline? A beeline is a card you get when you're
Nope.
secondary school. Nope.
So it is the term.
Yeah, but it doesn't.
Going-
Just making a straight line at something, which I understand what it
Sure,
means,
but you
but
wanna know
I want to
why
know
and
why
where
it's
that
called a
came from.
beeline.
Correct. Well,
Because it could be a lowercase l. That's a straight line. There you go. Making an L line. That doesn't make any sense either.
it doesn't, because the L has a little crooked line that goes that way.
Yeah, but the B has two little boobies on it.
That's why, because it's the only way. It's the straight way.
Straight to the
Hey,
boobies.
Dude, it's
I'm making
just,
a beeline to the tatas.
Right.
Well, the more you know.
Anybody knows about beelining it to the Tata?
It's definitely Bokuwahyde.
Bokuwa boobies.
Bokuwa boobies. Doesn't that just mean I am boobies?
Yep.
Nice, dude.
Opai. That's boobies in Japanese.
Okay.
Opai misete means show me your boobies.
Have you put that on a shirt yet?
No, but I should.
There you go. Merch ideas.
Boom.
We're coming up with stuff.
What was our other one?
Oh,
What were we were supposed to talk about something on this podcast. Remember we talked about something and I was like, oh, I'll talk. Oh, my fault, gang.
oh my God, dude.
Yeah, remember? I mean, we filmed that episode last week, so it's like
Yeah,
so long since we.
makes total sense. Yeah, the My Fault Gang.
My fault, gang.
Some of you may have heard this story already, but probably
It's a good
not.
story.
It is a good story.
Let's start from the beginning.
The very beginning.
So in 1989.
So in 1989, I was born to a Mormon couple.
Who was born first? Me? I'm older, huh?
Yeah,
Yeah.
you are older.
That's right.
Not by much, though.
No, because you're December.
Mm-hmm.
Wait, December 89?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so by much. I mean, the whole year.
What are you, January?
February. Yeah.
All right.
Yep, February 11th.
Yeah, so 11 months.
And you're December 20th?
Yeah. Tail end of December.
Yeah. Damn. Look at me knowing your birthday. And
I'm
stuff. So
barely... What?
Huh?
What?
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 I said, look at me knowing your birthday and stuff. It's so cute.
Yeah, because we're a couple. We're a thing. We're a
Couple of vamps.
couple of vamps.
Couple of nerds.
2 vamps.
One
Jerry.
birthday.
2 vamps, 1 Jerry.
I like that. 2
So
vamps, 1 cloaca.
Yes. A pair of cloacas
Yes.
that meet together into one cloaca.
Cloacae.
Cloacae.
It's like multiple cloacas.
I'm pretty sure that's
Cloacas?
cloacas. Cloacae sounds like pink eye. Like, could you imagine?
You go to
Like,
the doctor's like, I'm sorry to
you
inform
got
but you got
cloacae, dude.
cloacae. You're like, oh my god, no way.
and your face looks like that too, because it's all like pussed up and shit. Like
Pussed up. I love that.
pussed up.
I love that. I love that for us.
I do too.
I do too.
Draven.
Wow.
Anyway, the My Fault
What
gang.
a pussy.
Puss eye.
Cloacae.
Pussed up. Cloacae. Fecal pap cloacae.
Dude, the fecal papinators.
Did you hear that noise he made?
Yeah.
He was like,
Fecal pappy.
anyway, so the My Fault gang. We were in Johnstown.
Yes.
We were in Johnstown, Pennsylvania. It was a.
Dark and dreary night.
It was actually. It was, or
That
was
place
it
was-
super early in the morning?
No, it was that night.
It was late night and it was raining.
Yeah. I missed the rain. That's probably the last time I've seen the rain.
I wanna know. But yeah, it was raining, and we went to like the only gas station that was open. I'm pretty sure it's the only gas station in town. But we walk in, and we're getting drinks and some food, and we were about to head somewhere. I don't remember where we were going.
I think we were going back to the hotel. Yeah, we were going back to the hotel because we stopped to get food at the gas station, and we were going back to the hotel because I remember we ate our food at the hotel.
Yes.
We had just finished up whatever we were doing that night.
The photo shoot, I think.
Possibly.
So we were getting food, and we were headed back to the hotel, and these two very, just two very
Lovely individuals.
Yeah. They were also very thuggish.
Very.
Anyway, so we were getting drinks, and we were ordering food.
Yeah.
And
so there was 2 times.
yes,
The first time, the taller girl out of the 2,
yeah,
like shoulder checked me.
yeah. And it wasn't just like accidentally bumping into somebody or like brushing past. It was like, bah, like,
yeah. And I turned
like,
around.
get
and I
the
was
fuck
like,
out of my way.
Yeah, and I turn around, and I look, and she turns around, and she goes, "My fault, gang." I hope she sees this.
I hope she does too.
And then we moved on to the food part.
Yeah, and we
you
were
were
standing
ordering.
in line.
Yeah.
And I was ordering my food, and they came up right next to us. And I pay attention to people. Like, I people watch, like, extensively. So I'm sitting there, and I'm keeping an eye on these two people out of the corner of my eye. And she is, like, looking at me, like, up and down, kind of, like, giving me the once over, the twice over, and then the 3 times over.
Yeah.
It was just like eyeballing the shit out of me. So I turn and I look at her, and she goes, "I fuck with them tats, gang."
Bro, I tried so hard not to laugh. Like, I wanted to. So.
And I was
bad.
like,
"You're like, thanks."
"Thanks."
Yeah. I could not help myself, but like, yeah, I was embarrassed for her.
I don't understand it. I don't get it.
I mean, they were like clearly on drugs, like
yes,
like out of their mind.
exceptional amount of drugs.
Copious amounts of drugs.
Copious.
Cloacae amounts of drugs.
That too, probably. It wouldn't surprise me. Yeah, there was a lot of drugs involved. The shorter girl out of the 2 didn't really say much.
No.
She did.
I don't
smile.
think she was really there.
She did smile at one point.
I feel like we're talking down on them, but we're not. Like, at least, well, maybe.
It was
just what it was.
making observations. Is all.
Poor girls.
Yeah, but the gang thing is what really stuck with me. It was
my fault, gang.
Yeah, my fault, gang. And we said that for the duration of the remainder of the
Since
trip.
then to today.
Yeah, and it'll continue to be a thing.
Yeah.
It'll continue.
I wonder what's going to happen on our next adventure. Which, by the way, if you guys want adventures with us, check out our top tiers on Patreon, because that actually gets us out to where you live. We fly out there and come hang out with you. So that's where this story took place, is when we flew out to meet 2 of my baby bats who lived on the East Coast, Pennsylvania and New York. So we flew out there and we spent, what, a week out there?
Yeah, just about.
That week went by quick.
It did.
Actually, it was like 4 days, huh?
Well,
5
we had a
days.
lot of travel though. We
Yeah.
we drove a lot because the flights got all fucked up.
Yeah. We landed in Virginia, drove down to Washington, D.C., drove back up to Pennsylvania, and then drove up to New York.
Yep. Yeah, we had a lot of driving on that trip that wasn't planned.
No.
We planned for one of those 4-hour drives,
Yeah.
but the rest of them we weren't supposed to.
Definitely didn't go as planned.
Yeah, that was a rough trip travel wise.
Yeah, I need to get that figured out for the next one. We need to get out there to New Hampshire and check that out.
Yeah,
I'm looking forward to that.
it's gonna be a good trip. It's gonna be a
for
good
sure.
trip.
For sure.
I'm excited for it. I have not. I had a couple of people talking about getting on my top tier.
A lot of people talk about it, but it's tough. You
It's
know,
it's
up there.
Yeah, it's
up there.
It's a
Hefty fee.
hefty price, but
Well
that's
worth
because it covers like the travel and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Covers all of the trip fees and
But
stuff.
it's cool because they get to show us their hometown and like we get to see what's like where they're from and their story and stuff like that.
That's actually my favorite part of traveling somewhere is seeing. I don't like going to places and going through like the touristy rigmarole.
Yeah.
Like I like going to
I
places.
want to see that stuff.
Some of it.
Yeah.
Some of it, but
Like that's why it's there.
yeah, I like going places and then seeing how like the locals experience
Right.
their towns or their cities.
Right.
You know, because the locals always have like they've got like these little local spots that most people don't know about unless you talk to the locals.
Yeah.
You know, which is the stuff that I enjoy. But I'm also like a pub goer, like a bar kind of guy.
See, and I'm not.
You just don't like people. I don't like people either. But most people don't come up and talk to me because I don't look that friendly in public.
Yeah. I'm
So-
not big on the like bar scene period, you know, unless I'm like playing at one.
Well, but when you came out to Colorado, we went to a bunch of bars and
This is
had a
true.
blast.
Yeah.
And nobody came up and talked to us because we looked like this. So
It wasn't a bad time.
it was not. It was fun. It was fun. I enjoyed it.
Yeah, we went to a lot of speakeasies out there.
Yeah.
Well, not a lot. We went to 2.
Yeah.
That was the 2 more than I'd ever been to.
They were good, though.
Yeah, those
There's
are
a
cool.
third one. There's a third one.
Yeah?
That I'm going to take you to next time we go.
We do need to get back out there at some point.
I need to get back out there for sure
Yeah.
because that's where my sons live.
Yeah.
I haven't seen them in a minute.
That would be fun.
Yeah.
Can we stay at your old apartment?
I don't know anybody that lives there. We just like kick the door in and be like,
Yeah,
hey, we're
like,
gonna,
hey, I
we're
used to
gonna
live
chill
here
for like a week.
They're like, okay. They're like, don't I have to invite you in?
I used to live here. It's fine.
Yeah,
I built these walls with my own hands.
back in 1872.
Yeah. Dude, could you imagine if that apartment building had been there since 1870s?
No.
It would be trashed.
Yeah.
It would be garbage.
And I remember it being kind of nice.
It was pretty nice.
Yeah.
It was pretty nice. It did have the landlord special, though, which is my personal favorite thing about
What was the
any-
landlord special?
They paint over the light switches and stuff.
Oh,
They
yeah,
just,
yeah.
Like, don't bother.
Like very
removing
much how I
trim.
didn't want to do stuff here.
Yeah.
I was like, let's not do the landlord special. Let's take
Yeah.
things off. Dude, I love house renovation stuff. It's so much fun. But
Are you being serious?
yeah, actually, I think it's a lot of fun.
I like seeing it transform,
Yeah,
like change and
there's a lot of things I want to do here.
become what you want it to be.
The big problem with
Come.
doing this kind of stuff is just it gets very expensive very quickly.
Oh, yeah.
But the next project I want to do that's just tiny is just swapping out all the electrical receptacles to match the switches.
Oh, like new sockets and stuff?
Mm-hmm. Like I want to go for that more modern, like the white square look, rather than these old dingy yellowish old school stuff.
Yeah. I feel like,
You know what I'm talking about?
I don't know. Wait. Oh, I think I do know what you're talking about, where the trim piece is actually like kind of a thin framing around it. And the face plate of the plug or the outlet is all square, is like rectangular.
Maybe.
So it's not like the 2-piece separation, how that one is.
Yeah, it's these.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
Is that what you're talking about?
Yep. That's exactly what I was talking
Can
about.
you describe what you were just describing to me?
So the framing, the
Mhm.
plate around
Mhm.
the outside
Mm-hmm.
is one piece. There's
Yes.
no break in the middle of it. It doesn't have
Are-
2 holes.
Aren't they all one piece?
No, look at this one. There's a cross member. in between the plugs.
Oh, I see what you're saying. Okay. I thought you were saying that this piece was not one piece.
Oh, yeah, like there's two pieces that
Yeah.
screw together or something. No.
Yeah, no. See, I like this. I think this is clean. I think it's... And look, they got so many colors.
There you go.
White, black, and ivory.
If you did black, though, you'd have to swap out all their other ones.
Yeah, well, we're not doing black. We'll go white because it's still, like, modern and it works.
And it just looks clean.
It does
Plus,
look
all of the rest of your trim and stuff around the house is all white.
Yeah. I still need to repaint all that, too, though.
Repaint you.
Okay. Like one of your French girls?
Yes. Would you rather have penises for fingers or...
Finger for penis.
All right.
Is that what you're going to ask?
No.
Okay, let's do that. Go again.
Would you rather have fingers for penises...
That's not what you said last time.
Penises for fingers.
Okay.
Or would you rather have dick feet?
Duck feet?
Dick.
Oh. So penises for feet?
Yeah.
Okay, here's my question.
You can't wear gloves and you can't wear shoes.
Okay.
So if you have dick feet, you have to go barefoot or bare dick.
Are these like... Are these...
You got to go bare dick for the rest of
Okay.
your life.
Are these like neutered? Or
Neutered?
Do I have like little balls hanging off each one of them?
No, it's just penises. It's
Okay,
not. It's
just
not
making
dick and
sure.
balls.
Just make it.
Could you imagine how sensitive it
That's
would be
what I
to
was gonna
grab
say.
anything?
It
You
would
like
suck.
squish your testicles every time you try to grab something.
Ah! Can you imagine walking and stepping on them?
Shit!
You're like, yes,
Shit!
yes, I can.
I've never stepped on my own testicles, so I couldn't imagine that.
Let's see. Well,
Dun, 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 dun. Dun, 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 ba. Ba-na-na-na-na-na-na-na. Answer the fucking question.
what is penises for fingers for $500?
You would rather have penises for fingers?
No, probably feet, honestly.
So just one big dick for a foot.
Yeah, because I feel like it really doesn't matter. I mean, can you still bend your penis fingers?
Yeah, you can still control them like a normal hand.
Okay.
But they're penises.
Then I feel like either way is not really that bad because like how much different is a finger than a penis and a penis than a finger without you don't have to like clip your nails. There's benefits.
I mean, like visually there's a pretty big difference.
Well, yeah, visually, but I mean, you're still doing
You're talking like
things.
utility wise.
Yeah.
What if they were uncircumcised?
Well,
And
then-
every time you grabbed something, it acted like a water weenie and just slipped out of your hands.
Oh, what?
A water weenie. Those little pool toys. You seen those?
No.
It's like a tube that's inside of itself, if that makes sense. And you squeeze it, and it like flips inside of itself and squeezes out of your hand. And it's called a water weenie.
I'm lost on this.
You've never seen one of those?
Satanus plays with weenies.
Yeah. Water weenies. You've never seen those?
No.
It's like filled with jelly,
Okay.
and then there's a hole through the middle of it. And when you squeeze it or put pressure on one side, it like flips inside of itself and squeezes out of your hand.
Why?
I don't know, but
You played with it.
I've had one when I was a kid, yeah. And it's like you squeeze it and it just keeps like falling out of your hands.
Now those DMs are making more sense.
Oh, okay. All right. I don't even know how you would look it up. Because if
Probably
I
look
swear
up
to God,
water
dude, if I
weenie.
type in water weenie, this is going to be a bunch of pictures of dicks in cups.
He's like, oh, my DMs again.
Yeah.
Tato.
Water. I don't know why I'm looking this up.
Water weenies.
Water wiener?
I mean, I could see walking on weenie feets being...
Yeah, they're called water wieners. And it's full of like
Okay.
gel or some sort of liquid, and you squeeze it, and it like squeezes out of your hand. So if you go to grab it, you can't keep a hold of it, and it just squeezes out of your hand and shoots out.
These are the ones you need. The Verse Spankin' water weenies.
Oh Jesus, that's a. I think that's a sex toy.
Oh. You mean like the one that you got the other day? The one that was not used?
The one that you pulled out and had to look at.
Yeah. I was like, oh, wow, very cool. Oh, it's wet. Water weenie.
Yeah. It's like the same thing. It's just a cheaper version.
Yep.
And there's a seam on it, so you definitely
There was
probably
definitely some
couldn't-
seam on it.
No. Jesus Christ.
That thing had more semen in it than a submarine.
No, definitely not. Definitely not.
He's like, it was mayonnaise.
Yeah.
Is mayonnaise an instrument?
Is mayonnaise an instrument?
No, Patrick, mayonnaise is not an instrument.
You done? Oh, damn, that was so
That was weird.
uneventful. Yeah, because I
Yeah.
burped in my mouth first, and then I just ended
I
up blowing
burped
it
in
out.
my mouth first.
Yeah.
I like that. There it is.
Womp. Womp womp. Yeah, I can't believe that when I got home, when I got back here, I can't believe you left that plumber bill on my fucking door.
Well, bro, you're the one that keeps making it clogged up, so at some point you're going to have to pitch in for it.
Okay, first of all, I don't have receptacles to leave that stuff in. So I figured the best plan is just wash it down the drain.
Well, do you understand the error of your ways now?
I guess.
When the water's backing up because there's a cement blockage at the bottom
Not
of
a cement
the
block. It doesn't
P-trap.
harden like that.
Well, tell the plumber that.
I'm going to fucking fight that plumber because he keeps blaming it on me. Some people's kids, dude. Whatever.
He's actually the one in there showering.
Yeah.
Using your water
The
weenie.
plumber's just like, yeah, fuck this, dude. The other guy pays me. I'm going to clog this drain.
Yeah. Yep. So on today's episode of Welcome to the Water Weenie,
Yep.
Satanus talks about his childhood traumas with pool toys.
Yeah. Have you ever seen that show? What's it? What's it called? They talk about. It's called Taboo.
No.
You never seen that show?
No.
There's a TV show called Taboo where they
No.
talk about like people's weird
Yes.
sexual fetishes and habits.
I've
and
heard
stuff.
of it, but I've never seen it.
There's one episode where this dude has like sexual relationships with blow up inflatable pool toys.
Okay.
And that's just like what he does.
I mean, I don't know why, but that really doesn't surprise me at all.
That people do that.
Yeah.
There's a dude that fucked his car.
I remember seeing an episode.
He would
of
like
one of
lay
the-
underneath it. He would like lay underneath the car, and he would like lean up and kiss the bumper. Like, it's like I love my car.
I do remember seeing an episode of something like that where this guy was, or the girl, one of the two, I don't remember. They were like married, or trying to be married to like their sex toy, their doll.
Nice.
Yeah, but they like had this like legit love. Would dress it up and take it out to eat.
That's crazy.
Like take it to weddings.
That's
it to
crazy.
Like, whatever.
I
Like,
mean, whatever makes you happy. That doesn't hurt nobody.
right.
I saw one episode where a lady was trying to marry a roller coaster. Yeah. She's like, I love it. I love this roller coaster.
Do you think that's real, or do you think these are like actors?
I don't know, man.
Are
I
people,
don't
like,
know.
that crazy?
I think personally, this is not me digging on anybody. Personally, I believe that sort of like attachment to inanimate objects has to come from some sort of like unresolved childhood trauma.
It's got to come from something.
There has to be
Or a paycheck.
There has to be something there like that sparked that. I don't feel like that comes from just like a normal childhood upbringing. But I don't know.
Yeah.
I mean, do you? Or do your car.
Or your roller coaster.
Or your roller coaster.
Or the person that I saw that was like having sexual relationship with a ghost.
Nice, dude. See, I could get behind that, but I feel like at some point that's just tantric sex. Have you ever seen that? It's like tantric sex is like where you don't touch yourself, where you don't like there's no physical contact. It's all about energy. And people just like sit there and they just orgasm by themselves. Like with a partner.
Nice.
Yeah, dude. Like I don't know how it happens. I don't know how you do it. I don't have the fucking I couldn't do
The
it.
mental strength. Right.
Yeah. Then bust a nut like the bees.
Yeah. The bees know how to do it, man. I'm telling you.
But yeah, people will just sit there and they just focus and then erection and then orgasm.
Focus. Okay, I want you to close your eyes. I want you to sit here quietly and I want you to think about it.
Okay.
Also, think about what you've done to that poor shower drain, but we'll come back. We'll come back to that.
Yeah, maybe trying to have tantric sex is not the way to go.
It's better than having tantrum sex,
dude. I hate it here.
Just throwing a fit the whole time about how you can't have like a glass of milk or something,
Yeah.
or how you have to go to bed.
I never get to play with any of the toys I want. Meh. I feel like that's just a brat kink at that point. Tantrum
Which
sex.
is definitely a thing.
Yeah, that's definitely a thing.
Yeah, for sure.
We don't kink shame here by any means. In case that hasn't come across, we do not shame any kinks. None. However, don't be a pedophile. Like,
Yeah,
I feel like that's unspoken. Like,
you go without saying.
Yeah.
Who are you, Jared?
Yeah, just, leave kids out of it.
Yeah. Eat a Subway sandwich.
Yeah.
Subway sandwich? Subway sandwich.
Some
That was really hard for me to say. Yeah, eat a Subway sandwich. Yeah.
On today's episode of Hard Things for Hyde to Say,
Subway sandwich.
some way sandwich.
You can have it any way you want. You can have it some way you want.
Yep. Some way is better than no way.
Some way, someday.
Some way, someday. Subway
Sandwich.
sandwich. Nice. Nice. Alliteration is fun.
I like it. It's
I
good
like
time.
it a lot.
I like it a lot.
I like it a lot.
So you're saying there's a chance?
What are the chances of a girl like me and a guy like you getting together in a place like this?
She's like, I'm not very good.
Like one in a million. Wow. So you're saying there's a chance?
The ladies, what is it? The ladies flock like the salmon of Capistrano.
Yeah. I want to go somewhere where we know somebody that could plug us into the social pipeline, where the women instinctively flock like the salmon of Capistrano and the beer flows like wine.
There it is.
I feel like you don't really quote movies much.
That's actually pretty inaccurate.
You quote movies.
Ask Abel.
Really?
Yeah, but see, here's the
What
thing.
movies do you quote?
Classics like The Lion King.
The Lion King.
The Lion King.
You're just walking around. I can't wait to be king.
Like, when I was a young
Simba.
warthog.
When I was a young warthog.
Very nice. Thanks.
Thank you.
Yeah.
They wouldn't stand downwind.
Anytime that Pumbaa, not in front of the kids.
Not in front of the kids.
Sorry.
Oh, boy.
Yeah. Yeah, if you ask Abel, that's definitely Lion King because he lived with me. He witnessed it. And The Last Samurai are two movies that I can definitely quote.
What do you
Step
quote
Brothers
from
too. Step
Last
Brothers
Samurai?
too. Step Brothers too. I mean, I could pretty much recite that whole movie.
Yeah, but there's not, like, many applicable quoting lines from that movie, though, is there? Like, to just, like, use in everyday conversation. Because you could use the when I was a young warthog thing anytime you're
I have
talking about,
enjoyed
like,
this conversation in English.
Okay.
So it's a quote from the movie, and it
There you go.
applied.
There you go.
I have enjoyed this conversation in English.
Arugeren.
Now, Arugarin. Arugarin.
You ever been told you look like Tom Cruise?
No, Tom Hanks, though.
You've been told Tom Hanks?
No.
I was going to
Never
say,
Tom
there's
Cruise
no
either,
way.
though.
There's no way you'd been
No.
told you look like Tom Hanks.
I already told you who I got called. So Brandon and I went to Chipotle one time, which actually sounds really good right now.
Chipotle?
Chipotle.
I had Chipotle last night.
Did you?
Yeah.
Whatever then. Okay, so
I thought we agreed on Chinese food.
that was last week. So anyways,
So you can't have Chinese food 2 weeks in a row?
2 weeks in a row?
Not like continuous for 2
Jeez,
weeks.
that's a lot of Chinese food.
I mean,
You're
unless
gonna
you're
be
living in China.
You're going to be MSG'd out, my
Dude,
guy.
MSG is the way to go.
All right, listen. So Brandon and I went to Chipotle one time.
Mm-hmm.
And it was after a rehearsal with our old band, Painting Chaos. And we went in, and this girl that was working at the counter, she was like, "Oh, my God, you guys look so cool." And Brandon was like, "Yeah, thanks. I get Brad Pitt all the time." And I popped over his shoulder, and I was like, "Yeah, and I get Angelina Jolie all the time." And this girl fucking lost it, dude. She thought it was like the funniest thing ever. But now, going back to what we were talking about, yes, I am super down for food.
Sick.
Even if we wanted to do Chinese food again, I'm down.
Well, you know,
But, you and your 2 weeks in a row. Imagine Chinese people eating Chinese food every day for 2 weeks.
I'm pretty sure that'd be like us eating American food every day.
Yeah, what is American food? It's just like
Burgers. It's fast food.
I was gonna say it's
fast food.
fat versions of other people's food.
Maybe steak.
Okay.
I would consider like steak and barbecue American food.
Yeah, yeah. Like potatoes, like mashed potatoes,
I was gonna say potatoes is like Russian, but
or I mean, it depends on how you make it because like
well,
potatoes are really like big in like Irish food too.
Yeah.
Like boiled, but I don't like boiled.
Dude.
I don't like boiled food that much.
Oh my god.
You do?
Not
Like-
necessarily boiled food, but
You also like sauerkraut.
dude, sauerkraut is delicious in the right context. You don't just eat sauerkraut.
Is that not what we did?
No, we had sauerkraut and bratwursts.
It was still just sauerkraut.
But you cut the bratwurst up and then you put sauerkraut on the bratwurst and you eat it together. You don't just like scoop spoonfuls of sauerkraut down your fucking throat.
So steak.
Anyway, you started talking about Irish food and it got me thinking about two different places. There's an Irish pub that we went to in Colorado that was really fucking good.
Yes.
And then there's
McFinnigan's.
no, Finnegan's. Jack Quinn's.
That was close.
Colorado Springs, shout out to Jack Quinn's. We love you. But there was another place called Murphy's Law in Arizona.
Well,
We haven't been there
No.
because you haven't been to Arizona with me. But
we should go to Arizona.
yes, there's a place called Murphy's Law that is so fucking good. And they do Irish food too. It's a little Irish pub. So good. So good.
Nice.
I don't think Modesto has anything like that.
Yes.
They do or they
Yeah,
don't?
Yes, they do.
Irish pub?
Yes. There's a place called P. Wexford's.
P. Wexford's.
Yes.
That doesn't sound Irish to me at all. Because there's
very-
no Mick, there's no Finn, there's no...
Okay, well, there's McDonald's. Is that Irish enough for you? So P. Wexford's.
See, now you got me thinking.
Yeah. Well,
McDonald's.
it's not, though.
Oh, it's definitely not
No.
Irish.
No. So, I mean, they do have a Shamrock Shake. So that's pretty Irish. Just saying.
The name Shamrock. Well, I mean,
It could be Mick Shamrock.
Mick Shamrock.
Mick
Mick Shamrock
Shamrock Shake.
Shake from McDonald's and McFinnigan's.
McFinnigan Donald's.
McFinnigan McDonald.
Yes.
Yeah. Hyphen,
The
of course.
The owner of McDonald's.
This
his
is
name
Mick Finnegan.
McFinnigan McDonald's. But yes, there's P. Wexford's, and then there's this other place. I don't know if it's really considered an Irish place, but I think I told you about it one time. It was called the Firkin Fox. And
You have.
and it's like it's definitely a bar.
Is it like more upscale?
It's a little upscale, but I think it might have like Irish.
Because my thing is, if I go into I have one food, like one type of food that if a restaurant sells it, I have to get it because I'm on
Probation.
I'm on an endless hunt
Okay.
to find the best one. It's a
Okay.
Reuben sandwich.
Oh, okay. That's actually was gonna be my first guess.
I love those sandwiches.
I know a dude named Ruben who makes sandwiches.
Do you know a dude named Reuben that makes Reubens?
I don't know. Maybe I can ask him.
Do it.
He owns Reuben sandwiches.
It's like a legit place called Reubens?
No, I'm completely making this up as I go.
Okay. You know what? I got fucking excited. But
I'm sorry.
Reubens are my all-time favorite
Okay,
sandwich.
have you been to Subway?
But have you been to Subway?
Fun fact, did you know Subway makes sandwiches?
They do.
Yep.
They do. I did know that.
And
A little birdie told me that that is true. There's the birdie.
there
but
was
yes.
there was a guy at Subway named Ruben who made sandwiches for a while.
Nice. He was a sandwich artist.
I don't know. I never met him, but there probably was one somewhere. At
You're
some
just
Sub-
going statistically speaking. There
yeah, there's
probably
probably
was
a
one.
Ruben at some Subway somewhere.
Oh boy, I know there was a Reuben at Quiznos.
Was there?
Yeah.
'Cause you worked with him.
Yeah.
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 You guys made the watery chicken meat stuff together.
Yeah.
Oh, Satanus
did.
and his chicken meats.
The watery chicken meat. Watery chicken flavored water meats.
Draven, would you like to come up here and say hi to the family?
He's like, I don't know. It's like, no, I'm good. I don't think he's going to, dude. Hey. That's close enough.
He does. Yes, he smells.
He stinks.
A little bit. He's just like got the worst dog breath ever. I give him a lot of those little like brush your teeth treats.
Mm-hmm.
Still never brushes his teeth. You notice he always side eyes me?
Yeah.
Like always.
Poor guy. He looks all bummy.
He always looks bummy.
Yeah, he just looks sad. Poor dog. He gets like taken care of the best out of any dog I've met, but he just looks moody all the time.
It's kind of like the Eeyore of dogs. You know what his problem is right now, and I'll tell you exactly what his problem is. He wants to walk over that way, but the cat's in his way, and he won't do it. He's so terrified of that cat.
Really?
Oh, yeah.
Wow.
Because the cat's mean to him sometimes. Like the other day, somebody was talking to me about my cat and dog and how they get along, and I was like, "Oh yeah, no, they're good. Like they don't ever have any problems. Like they don't."
But they do.
But they don't mess with each other. And then like immediately after I said that, the cat literally got up and chased him down, and he was yelping, and the cat was like hissing at him and stuff. And I was like,
Damn.
"What is going on? Did you see this? Like he won't go past the cat."
Oh, Tato. What an interesting dynamic.
Just the power struggle between these two men fighting over the territory. Except one of them's got balls and the other one doesn't.
It's kind of like our situation.
Yeah, one of us has balls and the other one doesn't.
Yeah, and when you're sitting on the stairs, I won't go down.
Yeah.
I won't go downstairs. I just can't walk past him.
I'm just like,
You're definitely the cat, though.
for sure.
If it was a cat-dog split,
Yeah.
you're definitely the cat.
Yeah, just sit around grooming myself all day.
Yep, just licking your
You
innards,
just- yeah, and you just fucking, I don't know.
grooming your crotch.
Yeah. Well, that's about that.
Hell yeah.
I think that wraps up today's episode.
All right, ladies and germs,
Thanks for sticking around with us for episode 4.
episode 4.
That is one less than 5,
In the bag.
which is V in Roman numerals,
Yeah. Yeah.
as we figured out last episode.
You're so smart, dude.
Dude, I am like, sometimes I feel like I'm just too smart. Like I'm kind of like the dumbest smart person or the smartest dumb person, one of the two.
Which would you rather be? Would you rather be the dumbest smart person or the smartest dumb person?
Yes.
All right. All right.
Find out next time. I'll answer that question on the next podcast. I'll probably forget, but
I'll ask it.
I'll think about it. Now, you guys heard it here. He's going to remember that he has to ask that on the next
Yes.
podcast.
And on that note, make sure you guys do the stuff wherever it is.
We figured out it was over here.
Yeah. The crotchal region.
The crotchodile.
Do the things. Click.
Subscribe.
Yep. Hit
Click-
the bell.
click
Make
the
sure you
bell.
guys get notifications. And check out our other social media stuff. Instagram, TikTok, and Patreon. You guys.
You guys.
You guys.
Cartman. Every time.
Come on, you guys.
Yeah, every time you say that, I think Cartman. Yeah, then leave some comments and some love because
Yeah.
those comments really help us out.
And share.
And share, definitely share. Post us
Share.
everywhere.
Yeah.
These are the things we need you guys to do to help us get where we're trying to get so we can do more of this for you. So you got to do your part, which is subscribing, commenting, sharing. I mean,
Si,
all of this
senor.
stuff will take you guys like 2.5 minutes if you go slow. So help
If
us
you
out.
go slow.
Yeah, if you go slow. You could literally knock that all out in like 25
Yeah.
seconds.
And if you guys post it somewhere, make sure you tag us.
Yeah.
Because we love seeing that shit.
And we love you guys.
Yeah.
And that's that.
Hell yeah. Love you guys.
Break.